England are back in Euro 2024 action tomorrow evening, not against the Netherlands as initially expected, but instead against Slovakia, who qualified for the round of 16 from Group E as the third best third place team. It's a draw that has landed England on a much more favourable side of the tournament, but after another slog against Slovenia, the Three Lions will need to up their game here if they're to be appropriately cooked for a potential quarter-final tie with either Switzerland or Italy. So let's chat about what to expect from Slovakia on Sunday evening and how England could and should set up for their next Euro 2024 fixture. Slovakia were part of the strangest group in the tournament in that each of the four sides finished on an identical record. Romania, Belgium, Slovakia and Ukraine each won, lost and drew a game, meaning goal difference, and in the case of the top two, goals scored decided the order of Group E. That ensured that Slovakia edged first place over Ukraine with a goal difference of 0, and their 4 points saw them rank higher than Slovenia, Hungary and Croatia in the best third place teams. Their sole win so far came in their first match of the tournament, a 1-0 victory over Belgium courtesy of Slavia Prague right winger Ivan Schranz, capitalising on a terrible Jeremy Doku pass into his own box 7 minutes in. And despite a barrage of Belgian attacks, including 2 goals chalked off for Romelu Lukaku, Slovakia rode their luck to hold on to the 3 points. Schranz would once again find the net with the opener in their 2-1 loss to Ukraine, but second half goals from Shaparenko and Yaremchuk left their fate hanging in the balance. But a 1-1 draw with Romania in their final match of Group E, with centre mid Duda this time opening proceedings, was enough to see them through to the round of 16. Tactically, manager Francesco Calzona, former assistant of Maurizio Sarri, has set his team up in a 4-3-3 attacking shape and a 4-1-4-1 off the ball throughout the tournament that favours defensive discipline over possession. Key to ensuring they're not just sitting back for 90 minutes, however, is Napoli's Stanislav Lobotka, the heart of Slovakia's midfield three. England must not allow him to dominate the game because he will be looking to control Slovakia from deep midfield and pass the Three Lions into submission. Slovakia, the oldest team in the tournament, are also excellent in the air in their own box, with captain and PSG centre-back Skriniar marshalling the defence in front of Newcastle goalkeeper Martin Dubravka. The weakness in this side really is in attack. Top scorer Schranz can be dangerous on the wing, but they lack a dangerous striker to really take this team to the next level. And that's reflected in their XG of 2.3, ranking them 21st out of 24 teams in the tournament. Alarmingly, England sit in 22nd with 2.2. So in a nutshell, this is a well-drilled side and we cannot expect this to be a walk in the park. And once again, there are questions for Gareth Southgate to answer heading into this fixture. Slovenia was yet another unconvincing performance for England, but the introduction of Kobbie Mainoo, Cole Palmer and Anthony Gordon in the second half gave us some sprinklings of optimism, and Southgate must capitalise on these learnings in order to take us up another level here. Of those 3 players I've mentioned, the most essential is Mainoo. Southgate attempted to solve his midfield woes in the last match with the predictable switch of Conor Gallagher for Trent Alexander-Arnold, but that only made things worse in the first half. Mainoo looked comfortable in front of the box, he was progressive with the ball, and Declan Rice looked much more comfortable with him next to him too, so let's make sure that Mainoo is on the pitch from the off. I would also like to see Gordon introduced on that left wing in place of Phil Foden, one because he left the England camp after Slovenia to go home for the birth of his third child, so he won't have trained, and also because I remain unconvinced by his role in this England side. On Tuesday night, the attempted resolution for Foden's ineffectiveness so far was to bring him in centrally and bizarrely push Bellingham out onto the wing. It just meant that Bellingham instead was ineffective and we continue to have no attacking presence down that left flank. Gordon will offer us pace and threat down the left. He actually looked really good despite his fleeting minutes against Slovenia. And as we get into these knockout games, this imbalance of our team must be addressed. Ironically, the player I would most like to see introduced into the team is Cole Palmer. I thought he was dangerous when he came on the other night. But I just can't see a situation where Southgate drops Saka for Palmer from the off, especially now we're getting into these kinds of games. He looks like he can be a great impact sub though, so another 60-minute substitution against a tired Slovakia defence would do very nicely. So all that's left to do is a prediction, and I'm going to go with another cagey game here, 1-0 England. I think we will get through to that quarter-final, but I think Slovakia are going to be trickier customers than we expect. They will be looking to capitalise on England's problems and frustrations so far, and they're going to do anything they can to try and book themselves a place in that quarter-final. I think we will see England's performance improve, but we are into knockout football here, so I'm expecting a tight game. Not sure why, but I'm going to go Declan Rice to get a goal in the second half. Let me know your own predictions for this match in the comments below, and if you have any other thoughts about how the team should set up or about the tie in general, then put those in the comments as well. Thank you very much for watching this preview. I'll be back on Monday with my match reaction, whatever the result is. Cheers!